What's going on, everybody? Today we are back for Power Down number
3,
46.
2,
Was
6.
it 43?
Right. It is, yeah. No, it's 40. It's
'Cause
40
it was
something.
45 last time. You thought it was 50 something last time.
That's why, yeah.
Wow, weird. Okay, as usual, me, Optic MiDNiTE, Amanda the Jedi, and then this week we have a guest. It's FOOYA, the Foo.
Hello. Oh my god. Hello guys, I'm FOOYA.
Hey. Okay, y'all probably know FOOYA, especially if you're from the COD community, because that's where, like, I know you from. But she's a streamer, content creator. Would you say you're mostly a streamer, or do you do YouTube as well? Yeah.
YouTube's like, if I'm bored once a month.
Yeah, same, basically, except for this.
Damn. Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, I just talk to Jedi when I'm bored and then upload it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So, dude, I'm super stoked to have you on here just because, like I said, I was just telling Jedi, like, I met you on, like, it must have been Modern Warfare 3, like, way back in the day. You were, like, 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
You were very young, and I remember, like, going against you, and not, like, disliking you, but being like, how the fuck is she so good? She's, like, 12.
I remember me and Tina, we would, like, you followed us, and we were, like, freking out. We're like, holy shit, like, MiDNiTE followed us. And then, like, you unfollowed us, and it was
and then
cool.
you unfollowed me back.
Well, yeah.
I think
I'm 15.
I think I unfollowed you guys because you guys were being hella toxic. It wasn't like a personal thing.
100%.
I was like, these chicks are annoying. I'm unfollowing. You wanna know what alright, here's something stupid I did on Twitter. You guys, please, I hope that you guys have done something like this similar since, like, so I don't feel like a weirdo. I thought it would be cool if I only followed 250 people. So,
People do
they'd
that
be
a lot.
like, they made the cut. And unfortunately, 15-year-old FOOYA just didn't make the cut. Also, I'm sorry, Tina.
Top 8.
Yeah.
It's fine. 23-year-old FOOYA made the cut.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
it all
yeah, I
came back
remember.
around.
Yeah, I remember. Well, because I saw you, like, I don't know how I just must saw you on Twitter, like, that you were, I think you were in TK at the time, or you were about to join TK, and I saw you doing content. I was like, oh my god, she was really good, and, like, now she's doing content. That's dope, so I followed you, so. Yeah.
She's alive.
I know.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy that people I, like, know in the community still, like, you and, like, Tina I've known since I was 14. I moved in with Sharp. I was 14 when I, like, met him.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy.
Wild.
Wow. It's kind of crazy, like, how the whole community evolves together.
It really does.
Like, I think about the time that I met Jedi, and I don't want to tell the story of how I met Jedi again, because we've told it on the podcast so much. Unless you super want me to. I give, like, a quick version. But
It's fine.
But, like, I don't know.
I basically was ranting about Tim Hortons, and Hitch retweeted it, and that's how I met, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like, I saw
It was
her.
so Canadian.
And then she came in my stream, and I was like, yo, you're that girl that was yelling. And she was like, yeah, that's me.
That
How do you
also could have been a
rant
story
about
about how you met
Tim
FOOYA, though.
What happened?
Yeah, it could have been a story about how you met FOOYA. This girl came into my stream. It's like, oh, that's the girl that yells.
No.
You're not wrong.
No.
They're not wrong.
I just know my neighbors are, like, super happy I'm moving. But, like,
Oh,
I was
really?
thinking of, like, maybe hiding a Bluetooth speaker and, like, still yelling every night.
That
So,
would-
like, I'm not
kinda
gone.
fun.
Wait,
That'd
do you,
be
like,
kinda fun.
do you stream at nighttime, or how does that work? Is that
I kind of
the
just,
problem?
I wake up, if I have stuff to do, I do it, and then stream. But then, like, kind of just depends on if I have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys, like, I feel like I stream during the day, and I have, like, the whole time. Like, the whole time I've been streaming since 2013 was usually during the day. And now I've noticed, like, everyone and their grandma streams during the day, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I feel like it's the opposite. I
Really?
think, like, prime times, like, everyone's live at 7, at least
Yeah.
at
True.
7.
True.
That's definitely,
It's
like, the
weird.
prime time. Maybe it's just people in Optic. They're, like,
True.
they fucking all stream
They just
during the
roll
day.
out of bed and they're just like, gonna stream today.
Yeah.
Gonna go make
literally it.
thousands of
Yeah,
dollars at
exactly.
the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to, like, be one of the only people in Optic that stream during the day, and now you have, like, Davis does,
Ish,
TP
yeah.
does, everybody does, basically.
Yeah. Davis does because, like, you know, TST can only have their sleep schedules destroyed so much. Like, Blake's a married man, so,
Yeah, true.
you know, forces them to the day.
The 9-to-5er Call of
The
Duty
9 to
player. That's sick.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like, I don't know, you moved to Vegas, right? From
Yep.
Okay, so
Georgia.
from Georgia. So you've been in Vegas now. Like, did you pick Vegas in particular for any reason, like because you're a streamer, or just you like it there?
2 reasons. My friend Dingledurper, she, like, kind of, like, told me about how awesome Vegas was. And then also, no state income tax was, like, a huge, like,
Lit.
Yeah,
Texas
that's a
is like
big
that
one.
too. It's tax day today when we're recording this, and I just
I'm gonna go pay my taxes after.
Got it all
Yeah.
figured out, and my soul is crushed, and I hate everybody. Don't look
Twitch
at me.
hasn't given me my forms yet, so
That's
So what's actually crazy, like I'm okay with like saying like numbers, I guess. Before my Twitch form, I was like estimated to pay like $16,000 in taxes.
that'll burn
But that
you
Twitch form like brought it down by like 7,000. And I was like, whew.
Yeah, what the fuck Twitch form are you guys getting? Because like I just get maybe it's because everyone claims everything differently. Like some people I guess get stuff taken out of their payments, but I just have a gross number from Twitch that I pay on, and I get no breaks. Psh.
no. Last year they took stuff from me, and this year they didn't give me my new form.
I had to request
And,
mine. They didn't give me mine.
Yeah, they just keep saying you didn't make it. They just keep saying you didn't make any money off of like U.S. revenue sources, and they put in brackets like subs, bits, and ads. And I'm like, I made a lot of money from subs, bits, and ads, and I don't want to just put like the gross total that you gave me, because if you guys took taxes, I'm paying taxes twice.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. How does
So-
that work if you're Canadian? Do you have to pay taxes in America?
The way that it works is that because the money is made in America through an American company, at least while I'm here, is that they take whatever I would owe to the IRS, and then if I would owe more if I had made that money in my province, I pay the overage over top of that.
I have a
My
tax
accountant-
professional.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah.
Good shit, Jedi. I got a guy that does it, and God bless him. But I want to know more about this form in case, because you could
I
always
do,
go back.
I do H&R Block.
Yeah.
How
Well,
the
it was
fuck
like-
do you like as an independent contractor when you're getting paid from like multiple sources? Like, it's hard to do it yourself. No.
No, I definitely won't be able to do it myself. H&R Block, like you'd be surprised on how much they like actually help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I recommend actually like, and maybe even Jedi would be worth talking to. Just even, I think you can consult with somebody. I think like anybody who's making enough as an independent contractor should either look into LLC or S corping themselves, and then seeing what kind of breaks they can get, because there is a lot of breaks that
Probably.
you can get with a tax professional. Like I remember one year, like I had to pay a number kind of similar to what you had to pay, and then he was like, but if we do this, this, and this is what happens. And I was like, I never would have figured that out. Yeah,
No, I know
Like,
LLCs
you rock
like
on, bro. Do it.
everyone does like LLC. That's like what I'm told.
You have
Yeah.
to at a point. Holy cow, the
That's
wind
the
just
thing.
blew so hard I thought I was gonna die. Yo, look at she's got like
yeah,
a
they're
monocle.
like-
Can I get a
yeah,
monocle going?
that's what it looks like. Yeah, you
every
can. Wow,
every
I
time
feel
like
left
every
out.
like 5 minutes, I'm just like go off screen, like switch glasses, and we're just like talk about something else.
Yeah, no, we'll do it. That's fine.
There's some people that like watch the podcast, because I should note this at the beginning of each podcast. You can listen on YouTube, okay? You can listen on iTunes. You can listen on SoundCloud. Those are our three major hitters right now. I want to get on Spotify. What else do you think is a major podcast platform?
Isn't there like an Apple app podcasts?
Yeah, we're
Maybe.
on that.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
on that.
we're on
Cool.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we're
just
on that.
search Powered Down. Please give us a rating. I actually saw that people had been rating us already, and they were very nice words along with the ratings. I was like, oh my god. So if you guys want to rate, that'd be sick, or just leave a like on the video. That'd be sick too.
Heck
Yeah.
Super sick.
You know what's super sick that FOOYA doesn't watch?
The Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones.
actually.
We'll keep this short because she doesn't watch it, and also, okay, here's a question: do you intend on watching it, or are you just like, it's not my thing?
I've seen like the first season. I've seen episodes. I've even watched like the last episode of like the last season. But
Oh,
like
wow.
it never was someone to like sit down and like binge watch a season.
Yeah.
I think you kind of.
I know all the spoilers, but
Yeah,
none of
but
them-
Yeah.
even if you know, it's still good. Like
Yeah.
there's
No,
a
I
couple
know, yeah.
moments where the shock won't hit you as much if you know what happens, but there's still just certain things and little moments that you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. There's like I just watched the whole show for the first time the last month before this premiere, because I was
She
like,
did,
if I
yeah.
want to be a part of this without getting spoiled, like I need to get this done, because like I knew like with the Red Wedding, I knew a bunch of like stuff that was about to happen, but I was like, I want to like be spoiler free, and because if everyone's watching, it must be a good show. Like the first couple seasons are like, oh my god, put me to sleep, and like, but now that I know a lot of stuff that I know now, like I want to go back and watch them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What did you think of the first episode, Jedi? Do you think it was like
I liked it.
decent? It was good.
Oh, I was good. I was like, there's enough moments where I was like, yeah.
They're kind of like, especially
Where's
like
the weight?
season 7 shit happens so fast, and it feels like it's gonna happen again this season.
Yeah, it's definitely going to, and I know why they did it. There's like a couple reasons. For one, I know that their budget is insane. Like every one of those episodes looks better than most movies nowadays, or even like literally movies that are coming out like now that have massive budgets. Game of Thrones special effects are going to look better, and so I'm sure they want to like minimize that and put most of the budget into like the stuff that they want to.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that they officially ran out of source material. So like, why drag out plot points and storylines with stuff that they just have to make things up for, when they can just be like, let's just really hone in on the big topics. It doesn't matter that it would normally take John like 3 weeks to get here. Let's just fucking get him there and then ride to the next thing. Because like, what's the point?
It's
at this
like
point, we're in the end game.
It's like a Rockstar game where like you fast travel. Like,
yeah,
they've unlocked fast travel.
Yeah, and I'm totally okay with that at this point, as long as the quality of like the story is good, and so far it has been. I didn't have any complaints about what happened in season 7. I thought it was great.
Seemed legit. I'm excited to see what happens. Are you big on like theories and all that kind of stuff, or do you just kind of like to be there for the ride?
I honestly just kind of like to be there for the ride. I feel like too many people get really invested in spoilers, and then it either never pans out the way they expect it to. I think that's a huge problem in Star Wars too. People ruin it for themselves by like getting really over invested, and it's just like, just enjoy the ride, guys. Like, let them tell the damn story, and then, you know.
Dude, yeah, I was reading some like stuff yesterday before the not the finale, but the premiere, of all these people that have spent like years like theorizing all this crazy shit, and I'm like, man, they're gonna be low key. They're gonna be low key disappointed. Yeah, like
only one's been right so far. Only one's been right.
Which one was? Or are we spoiling or not? We shouldn't.
I don't even have to say, just the L plus R equals J. That's the only thing they've ever been right about.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So that's the only thing that they've ever been right about in terms of like.
I had to be told about
spoilers.
that one because I don't think I watched.
Yeah, that was like a huge fan theory for years. And
I skipped an entire season and only watched a recap because I thought it was so boring and slow.
Which one?
2.
1. What?
Yeah, I didn't even finish watching one. That's why I'm so excited to go back and watch the show.
That's
like
fair.
rewatch it. So
it definitely gets better as it goes, but I think it was really strong right from the get-go, but it definitely, like, once they get the budget down and stuff too, because like early on, any of those big battle scenes, they just couldn't film them.
Bro,
so they would just come back after the win. They would just come back after the win. They'd be like, oh, we won. And now it's like massive battles are like the best.
It's like you're literally watching a war.
Exactly.
I don't know. We'll see. I can't believe there's only 5 episodes left. Like, there's 6 episodes in this final season.
Yeah, but 3 of them are really long episodes. So 2 of them are 80 minutes long, and one of them 76 minutes long.
I need more. So. That's only just over an hour, dog. Like,
it's like a movie, though.
It still makes it more like 2 of those episodes are basically the size of 2 episodes each if it was any other television show, if you think about it. So they're just putting it together for the story's sake.
FOOYA, what's your favorite show?
Yeah, what's
your
favorite
all time? Show? Like, do you have one?
Is it Dragon Ball?
I'm not a TV show person. I get impatient. I can't watch a TV show with like 8 seasons because I need to know the story like in an hour.
That's fair.
True.
That's fair. People are like that.
But I go for like Law and Order, like just repetitive episodes.
SVU.
Yeah, stuff like that. Easy. Yeah. Like there is like overarching like stories with different characters, but you can watch any episode of SVU and like understand it because you're just following whatever special victim is in the show, and then it's fine.
My phone alarm just went off. My bad.
Wake up. Podcast.
This isn't a dream.
This isn't a dream. What if you woke up and you were like, holy shit, what a weird dream.
That would be actually so weird. You ever do those like dreams where you wake up, get ready, and then you're still in bed? You're like, wait, what?
Literally, no. That's never happened to me, but that's
it happens to me sometimes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to? Oh, it's because you have to wake up early, right?
I do. Yeah.
And so like you dream that you woke up.
Yeah, I dream that I like didn't go to work on time or something, and then I wake up and it's like 3 a.m. and then
those
I'm
are
like,
the worst.
oh good, another 2 hours of sleep before I have to be at work. Great.
Oh, I hate that. Like the anxiety. I think like I don't remember if it was early. We had like some like shoot thing that we had to do down here, and it was like kind of early. And I was like, this is kind of like when we first got down here. I was like, I'm gonna be the person who's never late. I'm gonna be fucking be there. And then like I dreamt that I woke up with like 10 minutes to get ready, and I was like panicking. And then I woke up and I was like panic. I'm sure that happens to everybody, but
yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
It was funny though what you said about skipping season 2 on Game of Thrones. I used to be obsessed with Twilight. Like I read all the books and everything. I skip New Moon because it wasn't about Edward. It was all about like Jacob. I was like so mad.
You were hella
I am
Team
not
Edward.
about this team.
Yeah. And then I ended up changing, but
Oh damn!
You changed?
Yeah.
What?
yeah, it
Yo.
became like a pussy. Like whatever.
I'm sorry. That whole I don't even know. I for some reason love watching Twilight, but realize that it's like the most ridiculous thing in the world. I made a whole video about it like 2 weeks ago, and just like talking about like that whole like imprinting scene, and it's like. And everyone being like, it's not creepy now. It's just like he's you know, while she's still young, it's just kind of like fatherly. And I'm like, that's called grooming.
Yeah.
Like, you're just waiting until she's 18 before you bang. That's called grooming.
That's weird.
God damn. Yeah, but
Speaking of weird, creepy dudes, and sometimes chicks, but mostly dudes. No offense, dudes. Some of y'all are creepy.
some of y'all are creepy.
FOOYA put on Twitter like what was it, like a week or two ago? You just you say what you see
you
what
tell
had
the
happened.
story.
Yeah, this is your story to tell.
This is my story?
Yeah, how did you find out about this?
I'll tell you how I found out about it. So I'm pretty sure like almost every streamer or every like online person like has a Reddit about them. And it's just like r/their online name. You probably honestly have one.
Oh shit.
Yo, let me know if I do. I'll fucking
you
Yeah.
must, Ashley.
go in there.
So I have one, and it started when I was on TK because I was in like Justin's vlogs and like all the guys' videos, and I was like the first female to like really be in their videos. So basically, it's just a Reddit of like people talking about how hot I am,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
just like from all the videos, from all the photos. There's like screenshots of my butt and like me looking thick and like all that. And I like knew about this Reddit for a really long time. So then around a week ago, me and my friend Hypno, or my mod Hypnos, were setting up my Nightbot. And I was like, we were just telling stories back and forth. I'm like, oh, you want to know something creepy? And I told him about the Reddit. And I saw that there was like the first post or the top post was this Discord.
Oh no.
And I was like,
No, there's a
wait,
Discord for
there's
you?
a Discord.
That's
so
so
I
weird.
joined it. I joined it, and like it says like FOOYA has now joined, and it says like
Oh.
FOOYA E. Can I swear?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And it said like FOOYA E fucker like Discord or something like that. And I was like,
What?
I literally jaw dropped. I was like, what? Like, wait, what is this? It's
Too
far
wild.
worse. Far worse than the Reddit. Because I think on Reddit, like, some of the stuff that they were, like, saying on there, I guess, could be, like, taken down. So they
Yeah.
were saying it on the Discord.
No
and,
mods in the Discord. It's free range.
Yeah, it's
Free
free
range.
range.
So okay,
This
well, you can say what happened next, I guess, or is there more?
Yeah, ask any questions, I'll answer them all.
So
on the
why?
Discord.
This is so weird to me
Which
because
one
it's
was
like
the best story?
what happened?
Which one was the best story?
Yeah.
When I'm streaming, someone turns me around and stuffs their dick in my mouth. And I try so hard to put my webcam down to stop my viewers from seeing it. That is literally someone's story. Like,
So this
Like,
is like a
That's not surprising.
this is like a what do they call it? Like a fanfic about
Yeah.
you that they're all sharing with each. It's so weird to me that dudes would like get together and like do that, and then like do
They were,
whatever
like-
they're doing to each other's stories. Like it's
So
so,
it-
weird.
it's funny. On that Discord, there was like multiple tabs. And like the first one was like pics of FOOYA,
Oh wow.
fakes of FOOYA. So pics of FOOYA were just like there's
So
like a
weird.
gif of my boobs, like
Yeah.
it was like my butt, just like pics. And then fakes of FOOYA were like
Deep fakes.
photoshopped photos of my
No.
face on naked
Yeah.
chicks.
That's
I've
terrible.
had like one or two of those made about me, and they're gross.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
just,
oh
like,
yeah,
baking
me
these
too. I
photos.
got a bunch of those.
No, you'd be
Same.
surprised. Actually, they're probably out there. I only found about mine because somebody like private messaged me on Reddit, being like, "Hey, I wasn't on this for any particular reason, but I saw this picture of you, and I'm
The
sure it's
fucking whistleblower. He probably made him himself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Minute, I'll make photos of you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll learn how to Photoshop. I got you.
I'm good. I'm so good, but thank you. So, thank you.
I'll be like, happy birthday! Just like a folder.
You want January Jones' body? We'll give you January Jones' body. It's fine.
Put me on Angelina Jolie just for the
You want
fucks of
Angelina
it.
Jolie? Let's do
Put
it.
the- I'll give an eyebrow. There you go.
Okay.
Put me up. That's me.
Okay.
That's crazy though.
No, but then there's like the FOOYA tributes is where they were telling the stories, and there's like a guy who would like start a story and be like, okay, like someone finish it. It's like what? Like
What?
is this like school where you like
They're gonna
finish each other?
finish, all right.
Yeah. Stop.
Ew. You know what's probably funny is all of them thought that they wrote the end of the story or the climax of the story, but it's just a bunch of like climaxes of the story. Keep
Yeah.
going.
It never stops.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, but I think the worst. So I never really like showed this on Twitter or talked about it in my YouTube video. I like kind of mentioned it. There's FOOYA tributes, and it was like people like like it was like photos of people coming on my photos.
I know what that is. I've heard of that. That's disgusting.
That's just like everything was like funny, but then it's just like, okay, now that's like weird. Like you guys had to like ruin it. Like why'd you make it weird?
Yeah. You know, the fan fictions were one thing, you know, and the sex stories, that's fine. But like, why did you have to make it really inappropriate?
Yeah. That's what I don't get though, is like they're putting this so other dudes could see it. Like what? That's
some of them probably got off more once they realized she saw it.
That's I know. I was gonna say like, what was their reaction when they were like when they saw FOOYA has came in? They must have all just been like, oh shit.
No one said anything, but there was one guy. I'm not gonna like say his name, but like I saw like he was the one being like he was like the most active and like saying like a lot of bad things.
The fucking leader.
He was like following my channel, so I banned him on Twitch, and he was like I banned him on Twitter, like I banned him on like everything. But what's crazy is after that screenshot that I had posted, I got an email from a girl who like runs a Patreon, and she said like, hey, that name, like I just want to let you know, like he like has like his rape threats, like he like gives rape threats and stuff, and I'm just like, oh shit, like of course he does, like honestly,
what a shit.
That's terrifying.
It's like crazy the people behind those accounts.
Yeah, did you ban him from like your Discord server too? Like, did you cross-reference?
Yeah. Okay. I literally banned him on everything.
Okay, good.
Dude, that's creepy. He was probably like up with her board, and there's like red lines connecting the users to their Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Same, I would too.
Those are the ones you can find too. Like, think of all the people that you don't know about.
Well, it's like
weird shit to
what's crazy is like, of course, like to like telling this to like a modern day person, they're like, you should go to the police. Like that's not okay. But like we work on the internet. Like I'm like in an odd way. Like I'm like used to it, so I'm not like super freaked out. Like are they in my apartment? Like I'm not like that scared. I guess. Yeah. I'm not complimented, but I don't know.
Yeah, people are always like, you should go to the cops. And it's like, what are they going to do? Like, even if somebody was actually threatening me, do you know how hard it is for them to like do anything about it?
Well, there's not much that they could do, but I will say this, it is always good to document things, whether it's for yourself or with the police, just in case if it escalates even more, then you can say, oh yeah, well, I already talked to you guys about this and now it's escalating, so let's do something. So it is helpful sometimes to like tell them, but it just depends on like how safe you feel. Like if you think, if he's threatening like, yeah, I'm gonna find you at a hotel that you're at or whatever, like because we all go to public events. Like
that's the thing.
Have you guys like had a person that you wished wouldn't go to an event that you know you're gonna go to?
I actually got threatened by a guy at an event.
At an event?
Yeah. No. I mean, we all know him. He's like crazy. Can I like say his name?
Maybe. I don't know if I know him. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Futuristic Hub.
Yeah.
I've heard of that guy, but I don't know his reputation.
Yeah. He threatened to curb stomp me at an event.
What?
Whoa,
I know. And like everyone's like, did he just say that? Like what? He tweeted it, like proof and everything.
She's got the movie right there. American
Good movie.
He must have watched that movie right before he went to the event. Why was he so like weird to you?
I don't know. I think it was because I was his friend and he was like really hating on like one of my friends. So I DM'd him. I'm like, look, man, like they didn't really do anything. Like just back off. And I was just like kind of like the mediator between two friends. And he completely turned on me, like hated me after that.
People are weird.
He was big mad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it is actually really easy to get people kicked out of events for that, though, or even like banned from it. Like I've known a couple of like COD kids have started beef, and then it just took like one person reporting it to the like advisors, and it's like.
I had a girl threaten to beat me up at TwitchCon, but she never showed up.
What?
Damn. Oh, I'd welcome that.
What was her
issue? What
was her issue with you?
Dude, remember the whole Sin Bear when she said like depression's not real?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. So Sin was on TK
on
at the time. Yeah, Sin was on TK at the time. So of course like family defends family. I wasn't like, no, she's right. Like everyone like stop it. Like, but I'm like, come on, like this girl was going like the girl was like, kill yourself, like you're such a bitch, like just saying like kind of like the same kind of worse stuff. So I'm like, look, like you're just saying equally as bad as stuff. And then she hated me, threatened to beat me up at TwitchCon. And I was like, okay. Damn. I kind of was like, go. Like I want to get in a fight.
Let's go. Just make sure we record it for YouTube. Get it going.
Yeah, exactly.
The clout man.
I feel like maybe every streamer, but especially every girl streamer's had like a moment, or like Jedi was saying about like some creepy shit that happened to her, and then I've had like fan fiction sent to me where it was pretty clear that he wasn't even creative. He just copy and pasted like some story and then just put our names in there. It was but it was very graphic. Like I
It
looked.
was like a story generator.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, dude. It wasn't even like, and that was almost insulting. Because I was
You couldn't even take the time.
right? You be creative. Like, please don't write fictions about me. But if you're
Yeah.
You're gonna. Yeah.
Butters has a bunch of those written about her too, but they're all like Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
She gets shipped with a couple of Spanish YouTubers, and people get like really weird about it to the point she had to ask the guy to ask her community to stop.
That's crazy.
Because he was kind of like, haha, it's funny. It's like, no,
Yeah.
not to touch me. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's
my
funny.
worst thing. Yeah, I don't think I've had fan fictions. I just had like, I was Googling my name randomly, not Googling, but YouTubing it because that whole Family of Five thing happened and a bunch of people were issuing me a bunch of threats. So like every like week I would just check to make sure there was like nothing new because people were like trying to get my information. Somebody was like offering somebody money to like commit an acid attack on me. I didn't think any of it was going to happen, but I just wanted to see. Yeah. Somebody was like, I'll pay anybody to give me this person's address or do this. And it's like, I'm sure it's just a kid like talking out of his ass, but I was just like, I just wanted to check. And I just happened to like YouTube my name the day after somebody uploaded a FAP tribute about me. Which is basically somebody just made this video where they just took pictures of me, put the sound of somebody like masturbating in the background.
No.
Yeah. And then took
That's
a clip of me in a video saying, "Can somebody help me?" But it's just the way that it was working. Or it's like, "Please help me," or something like that. So that it was just over and over and over again, like, "Please help me."
That's so
and then
weird.
masturbation noises in the background. And then just pictures from like my Instagram. And I basically went like, and like but the rest of his channel was like stuff about like Princess Leia and just different other celebrities, and like a bunch of different celebrities like of varying ages. One was like about an underage girl too, so I was like, what the fuck. So I went through the process to get like the video removed and stuff because like stuff like that's not allowed on YouTube anyways, and he kept saying that the videos were for satirical and educational purposes, and I was like, do you know what satire means? Because like that's, he must have just heard that like, yeah, if you put that in a video they won't take it down.
Yeah.
If it's like comedy based or something, but I'm like, it's not comedy based. But he was basically like, so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I just had a request and I wanted to please my viewer. So somebody actually requested it. And sure enough, there was like one comment on the video that was like, thank you for doing this for me. I don't know who it was.
Life's journey is complete. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Did you like recognize the person from your stream?
No, I've never seen the name before. It was like Leslie something.
Leslie?
God damn it, Leslie.
God,
damn it,
Leslie?
I've never seen.
Wait, was it like a dude noise? Dude's noises over it?
It was like a mix. It was like the sound. It's like, and then like a girl kind of like moaning. It was like exactly,
the fucking
exactly like that, and then just like a fake like noise just happening in the background. And I was like, what the fuck is this? But you know,
I wonder if he made the noises himself.
I bet. Well, he probably has like a library. If he's making multiple of these videos, he's probably got like maybe one time he recorded it and then just use it. And that's not even a tribute, technically. If you think about it, if he's just using the same pre-recorded noises that he used in the other videos, same thing.
I have no idea, but it was like a bunch of different stuff. And then
I might have a FAP tribute on the same YouTube channel because I have one too.
There you go. Well, the YouTube channel ended up getting deleted because he wouldn't take the video down. He was all like, "I'll remove the video if you remove the claim on my like the strike and or whatever, like the takedown notice." And I was like, "No, you're like literally, this is so against YouTube policy that you should." Like, I'd send him like an email because he sent me an email. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to help you out here. Like, you are doing something that is like heavily against YouTube TOS. You should just stop. And then he like uploaded something like, who has the better pussy, Leia or Rey? And I was like, okay, let's report that one too.
First of all, I never thought I'd hear Jedi say the word pussy ever. So that
really?
was
Well,
it's like, you gotta just save that now.
Yeah,
just that one clip.
Clipped.
Her just going, pussy. Pussy. She just keeps saying it.
Her cat is in the background, for the record.
Oh,
get it? Okay, that was a terrible joke. Do you guys have like Twitters for you? Back in my heyday, I don't know. It doesn't happen as much now. Maybe it's because I'm older. I don't know. But they used to make like Optic Midnight's boobs, Optic Midnight sex Twitter, Optic Midnight sex fan, Optic Midnight cute.
No,
like
I just have Amanda the Jedi shorts. That's it. That's the worst I have.
What?
It's just it's like a Twitch account. It's just called Amanda the Jedi Shorts.
Is it like every time you're wearing shorts on your stream and you get up and you can see like your leg tattoos and then they clip it?
I know it's not even that. I think they just wanted to be my shorts.
Oh, they are your shorts.
They're not even weird. They're just like, I'm Amanda the Jedi's shorts, and that's like,
Oh, so it's not
they come in
like-
the chat and they'll be like, "Hi, it's me, your shorts."
That's funny.
Yeah, like I don't even think they're trying to be weird, but
I thought it'd be like you could go way weird with that. So
yeah, you could. Maybe I'm not taking it
Good
weird
for
enough.
them.
Good for them. But yeah, you told me about the
Wholesome.
Object Midnight boobs account, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with people?
they didn't even tweet either, which is like I wanted to see what were they saying. Like, what were they saying?
My
They're
bad,
just
I'll
waiting
make
for you to
it
like
really
flash. I'm gonna go look this up.
I feel like I don't know. I think that you're just kind of conditioned to this kind of stuff. The more you stream, or does it get old to you?
I think you get conditioned to it, honestly.
Conditioned.
Yeah, like I'm still gonna be weird, and I'm the type of person who's gonna go at somebody if they do weird things.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've seen the weirder things. Like I'll take somebody being like unnecessarily sexual towards me versus like the person who's actually insane and seems to think like that there's more going on between us than actually is. Because I've been seeing that pop up a lot too.
Yeah, I've seen
Where-
that too.
Yeah, where like people just like make up relationships with a streamer, and like they clearly have like actual like really serious mental illnesses that are like not in check. And they just like whatever you put out there, they think's directed at them, and they're like trying to read little things out of videos that have nothing to do with them. And I feel like I've been seeing that a lot lately. So it's I'll take the weird sexual stuff over that like any day of the week.
Exactly. It's like almost like the weirdest thing is like when someone's like is it in a relationship with you, and then like you get like one day you get this huge message and you're just like,
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you're like.
I said hi to you on stream once. Like, who are you? Yeah.
What?
I literally
Yeah,
favorited
exactly.
one of your tweets 2 years ago. Like, it's,
Yeah, and that's what I mean. They'll take stuff
That's
like
when a
that.
relationship started. What do you mean?
yeah.
It's on their end, their head. They're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna type this really nice message, and like if they react to this, this is the sign I've been looking for. And you're just like, I like pretty much anything that's sent to me as long as it's not weird. I'll like, go to my Twitter. And I just like things.
It always makes me like feel bad because like I know that like I started on the internet like when I was like a loser, like I had no friends, and like the internet was my escape.
Yeah.
But I never like fell in love with anyone on the internet. But like of course you have like little crushes, but like you just like know that these people are like they just like I don't know, they don't have like a I don't know the word I'm looking for, like they don't have reality. It's not
They don't have a
reality to them.
concept
Yeah.
of reality.
Yeah.
It's like it's like
Yeah.
a poster of somebody. Like I think it's totally possible. Like even there's like YouTubers that I've watched where like I was like, oh my god, like she's like so funny and so attractive. Like if I saw her at Whole Foods, like shooting my shot, dude, like
Yeah.
I would.
But
do
that's
it.
different because you know you have to shoot your shot.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not like, oh my god, look at this video title. Is she thinking about me in the comments I said? Like,
She
are we
used
dating?
blue heart instead of like a red one, and blue's my favorite color. We're totally dating. Like
that's my brand. We're
yeah,
together.
that's how like
We're together.
some of these people are.
Yeah.
You guys
try
want
to
to see
talk
my
to them and they
girlfriend?
just don't.
Look at my girlfriend, just her Twitter. Like she
Yeah,
doesn't even
exactly.
follow you back.
It's like I can't see any of her tweets. She's got me blocked right now.
Yeah,
She's
you're
so
blocked.
feisty. She's so feisty.
I mean, that would be like funny for a gag, but like,
I might make the gag actually
There's-
now that you put it out
yeah,
there.
like check out my girlfriend blocked. Like fucking,
Blocked. She's just so feisty.
we're in a tiff right now. It's fine.
yeah,
We're in a
it's
tiff
just
right now.
foreplay.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucked
Yeah.
up. I don't
It
know, man.
is.
I think like being a chick on the internet, it's not easy, but and I don't want to say like I welcome like gross stuff, but I've just become accustomed to it. I don't really like that kind of attention from anyone, male, female.
Same.
And so when they get weird, I get weird, but other than that.
Yeah, because you've had girls get weird with you too.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Like that's the thing. Like most people are like, okay, well, girls just aren't as threatening, but like you've had girls get weird with you, and like I've seen girls get weird too.
Bro, yeah, I don't want to go into it, but like yeah, I've had like chicks be weird and I'm just like, dude, like is it me? Like am I like giving something out that I shouldn't be cuz I'm not trying to like. And then it just occurred to me that like it's not me. It's just some
It's
people
not
get
you.
carried away. And I think it's
They
like
do.
and maybe it's just cuz like with the younger generation like people used to look up to like think about your mom or your aunt, like they probably care about celebrities. My mom cares about celebrities. She cares about sometimes what they
Yeah.
put in those magazines that are at the checkout.
Yeah.
Like
My
we're
aunt
their
loved
version of
Elvis.
that. They want to
Yeah,
know our
and-
business. They want to know
Mhm.
what we're up to, and we're more connected because they can actually talk to us. So I'm not saying like we're like celebrities, but like sometimes the little
to
like
some people we are.
yeah, like they're kind of looking at us like, oh my god, this girl's an icon.
But the difference is like I've explained this before because like I was telling the story like without details about like somebody I know who's going through a situation right now where somebody like they are dealing with somebody who legitimately thinks they're in a relationship with her and like she's blocked them, tried to like ignore the situation, and like you hear that kind of stuff happening to people like Taylor Swift all the time. But the difference is Taylor Swift can afford to have a bodyguard detail.
Yeah.
The police will believe her if she says, yeah, this person has been like buying concerts to all my shows, traveling around the country, sending me really uncomfortable things. The cops are going to believe them. When you have like somebody who's just like tweeting weird things at you and you try to go to the cops because somebody in like, I don't know,
wherever,
like
like
you
a different
like
state.
Utah is like going at you when you live in Florida and they're just kind of like, what do you want us to do? But it's like this person could just get on a plane at any given moment and show up anywhere as I am at like a public event or just anywheres. Like they could technically find out where you live, and like it just sucks that you don't like people that are on the internet typically don't have the same level of defenses as people who are traditional celebrities. And
yeah, it's true.
Plus, being on social media, you like say where you're going, like you post where you are, like
Yo,
you're not really like hidden.
Do you guys wait? I told Jedi this when we were at the event. Like I take a Snapchat and I let it just sit, and then when I leave that location, I put it out.
I see why you would have to do that.
I was like at the fountain place. I was like, this place dope. And then I was like, I don't want anyone I don't want to come. Like, maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid.
Well, no, but you're like people. You never go to events, so you're there, and people are like,
okay, pause. I went to more events than you've been to, just not in the last 2 years.
Continue. How many events have you been to? I feel like maybe I've caught up to you.
Maybe I'd have to get my badges. I haven't gone very much recently, but I used to go like pretty much to 3 COD events a year, and then like 3 or 4 recording sessions a year for Call of Duty.
That's fair.
So I was in a lot of places. Yeah, and I was at like places where like MLG events, like they know you're there. Like the Christina Grimmie thing, when that shit happened, that shit blew my mind.
Sucked.
Like
there was a musician that got shot at a fan signing.
Yeah, like she was literally at like a public meeting thing, and this psycho guy just came up and did that, and like her brother was there and everything. Like, it's terrifying.
Yeah. It's like same thing. Like people just get this like crazy idea that they're like with you, but they're not.
Yeah.
And then like that's the thing. Because if they realize that there's 2 options, they realize that they were wrong about the situation and then they just move on to somebody else or something else, or they get really mad and they come at you. Like they act like they're actually a like scorned lover. That's scary.
Yeah, they like try to curb something.
It's scary because you don't know what's coming until like it happens. Like they're just like manifesting like with them in their like basement.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why like I keep an eye on some of the people that I know are doing it to other people. Like I'll just check their Twitters like every couple of days just to make sure they're not like, I'm in the car driving this way.
Amanda's like the fucking psycho monitor, dude.
Yeah, check it out. It's not directed at me, and I'm just kind of like watching out, and I'm like,
she has like 80 monitors in front of her, just like
just going, and I'm like, I'm gonna get your ass from Canada.
All her and her pop figures are like putting the fucking lines all over.
I know. Oh god,
bro, you have a lot of those. I saw like a clip where you said you didn't want to start a collection, and then now you have.
I didn't. But like, okay, so the most of those that you can see like right in this middle are all Scott Pilgrim ones. So those ones I wanted for sure. And then there was just like 1 or 2 other series that I wanted like some of, but like I've got a viewer that's very dedicated, and he was like, he over the holidays he sent me like 3 boxes of them. He's like a really cool guy, but he was just kind of like, I thought you might like this. It was really cool, so I sent it. It was like a limited edition, and it's just like I just don't know what to do with half of them anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot. Why do people leave them in the boxes?
Because they're collectors, these items.
But like, what are you gonna?
Well, to be fair, those Scott Pilgrim ones, no, because like those ones have like stickers on them saying that they're like limited edition from events. Like that's one of those
you definitely
Pilgrim
keep
ones
those.
is worth like $600, just one of them.
Yo, what? I need to get in the pop figure hustle.
That whole Pilgrim collection is probably worth between like $3,000 and $5,000 depending on when I sell it.
Shut the fuck up, Jedi.
Yo, let's go rob her. Let's go rob her, dude.
I mean, they ain't worth shit. They're worth a lot to me emotionally. True,
yeah. Like I think like that's important. Wait, so I don't. Maybe I'm whack. I don't collect shit.
I go through these phases where I don't want to collect things, but then I just end up with a lot of things, and then I just want to be like, I just want to be more minimalist. but then I just don't want to get rid of anything I already have.
Yeah, it's true. You gotta like display it in a good way. I guess.
Yeah, like that's too much right now. I got to figure out how to like cut that down like one row and move some of them around. That's just it's like
Dude, you should put like just a bunch of little shelves, and then they're all on their own little
That
shelves
was-
out of the box. That's dope.
I know, because they would actually look way cooler out of the box. That's
They
the
would.
issue.
That's why I don't. Okay, listen. I'm not hating at all. To anyone that loves the pops, cool for you. But like, why are they in the box? They look so shitty in the box. Take them out. Let them breathe.
To be fair, I gotten like a Spike from Cowboy Bebop like a while ago, and then I just kind of look every once in a while. I'd be like, I need to cut down on some of the old ones that I have, and I looked it up, and it was going for like $150, and I just sold it for that. The thing cost me like $5, and I just sold it for $150.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm bad at
so-
math, but I don't understand how it works. Like,
Limited edition, people want them, and then like they're gone because they were like a run
like-
back in the day. Like that one wasn't even a limited edition. When it only a certain amount of them were released common, and once they got sold, people keep them because they want them. So then if you missed it, you have to pay the resale prices, and then like it was already steadily going up, but then they just announced the movie. So I'm assuming actually if I had waited like another few months, it probably would have kept going up in price, but I'm just trying to bring clean a little bit.
you ever
cut
get like,
down.
a new superhero that you know? You're like, oh, I got him. I got him early. This is his rookie card. I got him.
Yeah,
And
some
then
of
you
the
fucking
Scott
hold on
Pilgrim
to him.
ones. Yeah, at this point, the Scott Pilgrim ones I get from the Funko store as they launch, and then like immediately they go up once they're gone.
Damn, bro, that's like Beanie Babies. It's kind of like shoes,
No,
I
I was gonna
guess.
say Beanie
Because
Babies.
Beanie Babies, everybody said they were going to be worth money, and that instantly made them worth shit. There's like 5 of them that are actually worth anything, but they were like, all of these are going to be worth so much. You're basically investing in your future when you buy a single one of these, and like they're not worth anything. These were like nothing, and now suddenly people, because they're they have something for everything. Like I've got Digimon ones there. Like who the fuck remembers Digimon? A lot of people, but like I love that shit. But you got like Spider-Man ones, you got Stranger Things ones, Harry Potter, like.
I have
random
a
animes.
horror collection of pop figures.
Yeah, like
That's
yeah, I've got
dope.
like the Scream one there. Like Jen has a bunch of the horror ones. Like it's just like one of those things. Like we'll just if it's there, they probably have it. So if you like it,
I don't have a collection like singular things like that, but I collect like art from all like the events I go to, like Comic Cons. Like I'll always buy something so I know like I got it from this event. Like I don't know why it's cool
no,
though.
it's cool. I love doing that. Yeah,
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. There's this really cool. There you go.
Well, I was just gonna say, I'm sad that all your stuff is packed up because I think you have
I
like
know.
a cool thing.
Yeah, there's really cool. Yeah, somebody made you like FOOYA pillows. Like
Yeah.
that's really
Yeah,
cool.
they're all packed up. I guess we'll
Yeah.
just have to do another podcast when I move
Yeah,
in.
we'll have to have you back. We've had repeat guests. We would have no problem having you on again for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm about to redo my whole setup here in a couple months, and so I'm gonna go
Gonna
big
say.
dick try hard. I'm gonna get like
Big dick try hard.
bookshelves and fucking like this
Hell
looks
yeah.
so whack compared to what it's gonna look like. So I'm excited for
Damn,
the
'cause
glow
that
up.
looks pretty good, you know.
I mean, I'm just kind of like my setup's like crammed into this little living room that I'm in right
It
now.
is,
And so
yeah.
now, like,
Yeah.
yeah, you were at my place, you know, it's kind of like a little. And so now, like, I'm gonna have more. Yeah, I'm gonna have more space. I'm gonna buy plants, bro. I'm an adult.
I'm gonna buy fake plants too.
No, I want real ones. I want it to
Real
smell.
ones die.
No.
You want the smell?
Yeah, I want
Get like an aloe vera plant.
I already have one. It's massive. It's on my porch.
Okay,
How'd
there
you
you go.
miss
That's
it when you were here, Jedi? It was fucking huge.
I mean, I'm talking to FOOYA. She said
Oh.
they die, so I'm telling her to get out. They don't die. It's
thought you
really
were
hard to
telling
kill an
me. I
aloe
was-
vera.
Yeah, you.
No, aloe vera plants are really hard to kill. So.
Yeah, you don't have to do
It's
shit.
it's hard in Vegas because like all the plants that I had, I just had like on my porch, but like it's like what like 110.
True.
Yeah, the one time I was in Vegas, it was just like it was midnight and it was still 106 degrees, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this place? It's been dark for like 5 hours."
What's it like living in Vegas? Do you live like close to the strip or no? You're far.
Everywhere, like this is Las Vegas. Everywhere outside of it's like pretty close to the strip. Like that, there's not that much traffic, which is nice. I love it here though. I'm southeast of Vegas, and it's only like 15 minutes down to the strip.
Oh, it's
Wow.
not bad. Is it
It's
pretty
not bad.
cheap? I would think it would be cheap. Like cheap.
It's pretty cheap. No,
apartments.
yeah. The apartments, like maybe the one I live in is a little bit overpriced, but it's a really nice area. And since I don't have a car, like I have a Whole Foods, like a bunch of
Oh,
restaurants, so it's like works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
But like the
key.
price of living's like cheap too. Like nothing's like it's not crazy expensive, so it's nice.
Yeah. Plus, no
That
state
is
income
nice.
tax is nice.
And I got fiber internet, which is like in the
Oh,
apartments,
shit.
which is awesome.
Yeah, fiber's kind of essential.
Kind of amazing.
It's kind of amazing.
One day I'll get
What?
fiber. One day. We'll see.
Even I have fiber. Even my like tiny ass Canadian province, I have fiber up.
I didn't even like want it, but I needed it because I kept dropping frames. Like I was okay with like 30-30, like one person in the house, but like I needed to get it, but it worked.
Yeah, I have a similar problem in this particular apartment building that I'm in now. And then my first apartment that I moved to, like in Minnesota, it was like years ago, but it was really old, and so they had internet issues. I don't know with this one if it's like so many people get on in my apartment at the same time, and so it's like
I think that's
it causes like and I've had the guy out here like 5 times, and sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. Like I explain what's going on or what I do, and they're like, yeah, sure.
You resetted your router?
It's like, yeah.
If you tried like unplugging it and plugging it back in,
what if we get?
Like, do you see what I'm working with here? Yes.
Right? Like, look, I have like fucking however many dollars worth of shit here that I'm trying to do my job with. No, I haven't tried resetting it or getting a new cable.
And before they're like, well, we see that you're using 2 computers, which that just seems like wrong. So like maybe you don't know what you're doing.
I'm like, fuck you.
Why does she need 2 computers?
Yeah, like come on,
dumbass.
He gets off work. He's like, yo, you should have seen this hoarder chick I went to earlier today, bro.
She thought she needed 2 computers hooked together. My God,
dumbass. Girls are so stupid.
That's funny.
What are you working for NASA?
Yeah. You think you're a computer genius? Oh, you have a streaming program on one of them, and what is it doing again?
Yeah.
But sometimes they do get it. I remember there was this one guy that like came and helped me when I lived in Minnesota, and he was like, he knew who I was. I did. He gave me his card. He said, "I'll help you without Comcast," and I was like, I know what you're doing. I'm not dumb. But thank you. I was like, okay.
I'm still gonna call Comcast, but I might just ask.
Yeah, I was like, can you like come in your uniform, please, and with another person? That'd be great.
Yeah, another person.
Bro, wait, did I talk about this on the podcast? I'm strapped up, bro.
What?
I got a gun.
So what? Yeah. You didn't talk about it on the podcast, but you told me.
I got one, bro.
Oh, you actually got a gun. I thought that you're kidding. No, I'm so scared.
FOOYA put her hands up.
It's like, I swear to God, the people that live above her are like meth addicts.
Bro, okay, I don't want to talk about it too publicly until I'm out of here, but
that's fair.
The people above me, there was a situation where I've been wanting to get a gun for like years, and I keep saying it. Like my dad, I go shooting with my dad back home in Minnesota. Like it's no big deal. I've been wanting one. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to spend the money, or oh, I don't know, whatever, I don't need it. I was so scared one night that I felt finally for the first time like I would feel safer as a girl who lives alone if I had home protection. I'm probably never gonna have to use it, but I like going to the range, and now in case someone ever comes stomping down my door and attacks me with a knife or a gun, like
just make sure you read thoroughly the laws in your home state.
No, yeah, because they do
because Texas has really stand your ground law, but I don't think Minnesota does.
No, yeah, Texas has very interesting laws when it comes to guns and owning them in your home. For example, like they see your vehicle as an extension of your home. So even though I don't have my carry permit, I can have my gun in my car legally. Like if I got pulled over with a gun in my car without the permit, I could be like, there's a gun. I don't even know if they make you tell that. I don't really carry it with me.
Yeah, I think you want to.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, by the way,
reason to carry it with you. So
I think they asked that, like, do you have any like weapons in your car? And you'd be like, yes, officer. Like I have a gun in my glove compartment.
Yeah. I think like Minnesota's different. I'd have to get a concealed carry if I wanted to take it. I think otherwise you have to just put it in your case, unloaded in your trunk.
Yeah.
Which like, why do you want it? You don't want it there, if you're intending on carrying it. But I'm not really like a big, I don't know, like a gun person where I'd want to carry it with me to Target and shit. But like, if I was gonna go camping or something, or like on a road trip, like I would want a gun with me. Why not?
It's crazy, like those videos you see, like someone goes in like armed robbery in a store, but someone with like a concealed weapon, like just guy turns around, he has like a gun to his back, and he's like, you probably don't want to like rob this place right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing though, is like the laws can be so sketched. Like imagine you're put in that scenario, you have your gun, and he like shoots and misses or shoots the store clerk, I don't think, can you shoot him if it's in the back? How does that work? Like, I don't know. Different
It's
states have
weird.
I
different
wonder,
laws.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's different laws for like what you can do. So
Yeah.
that's what you kind of have to look into. And I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff too. And like the event that everyone said was so unlikely to happen actually happened. Like somebody who had a weapon who was trying to like stop somebody who was actually committing a shooting ended up getting shot because at first like cops show up, see a person with the gun,
Oh fuck.
know that there's been a
Yeah.
shooting, they shoot whoever has the gun. Like
Yo,
they're not
exactly.
gonna. You can't guarantee that they're gonna stop and ask questions because if they literally get a call in being like there's a mass shooting in progress, and they just turn around and there's somebody with a gun, like you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So yeah. But
I don't know if I would.
be
I
careful.
don't know, man. I don't know if I would want to do that.
Actually,
like
just cut and
in
run. You
I-
sit down,
in
cut and
fighting
run.
when fight or flight kicks in, I'm flight 99% of the time. I'm like, bye, I gotta go. Like, see ya.
But like I can understand for your home when you're
Oh,
living
yeah.
alone.
Yeah, as a like
I can
a
see why you'd
woman.
want one.
You never know. I mean, it's not like I think someone's gonna come knock down my door and try to kill me, but like,
No,
Don't-
as long as you safely understand how to use and operate it, that's really all that matters.
oh yeah,
I've like put myself in like positions, I guess. Like this is my first time living on my own and being like the only person in my apartment. My boyfriend lives here now, but before, when I moved in, like I had like internet guys come in, like movers came in like easily. Like they shut the door. They're in my apartment. Like if it's a bad person, like who knows what could happen. Like
yeah.
I didn't even think about that, but like even having that peace of mind, like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But
Yeah,
even then, it's
true.
like, if you say you're in that situation and this guy comes in to fix your internet, he's super dicey. You feel strange. Like, do you just grab your gun or like, what do you do? Is that weird? Is it not? Is it? I don't know.
I mean, I could see it, like maybe not grab him, like hold it, like while he's like working. You're just like, you almost done? You fixed my internet? Yeah.
My
like,
screen
no,
is still dropping frames.
just like
I gotta go to the
shaking.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think though, if you're like really uncomfortable, like maybe just hiding it like under your shirt, like in your waist belt, like that's like something that you could like. That'd be like the most that I would do, like personally.
Shirt under a hoodie.
Or like having
holstered under
a
big hoodie.
having like a little knife on you is always a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I actually
Yeah,
have like
actually
so
they-
many knives around my apartment.
They
just, like,
kind of
stored.
recommend being wary of things like that because like it'd be really easy for somebody to overpower you with it.
True.
Like a gun's a distance weapon, a knife you'd have to get close enough for them to be able to like grab your arm and
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wouldn't
I was, like-
attack somebody with a knife. If somebody came at me and bang, bang.
Shoot him in the kidney.
Dude, I have
Yeah.
dark matter on my knife right now in Call of Duty. You fucking come at me, bro.
yeah.
Do we
Am
have
I-
what's up?
There's a lot of advice questions. So
Are there? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Fuya got the juice. She retweeted
yeah, if we
it.
get the juice, we probably actually won't have time to go through all of them.
Dear Fuya, what do you do if you're in a Discord about a streamer and then the streamer comes in there?
And finds out.
Offended for some reason about the beautiful story you wrote. Like, what do you do?
I wrote her a poem, but it's
Like-
not a poem. It's more like a sex story. So
Yeah, like I don't really understand. This chick wrote like a sexual fan fiction about her and Harry Styles, and that's now a movie. So I don't understand why Fuya's offended.
I just wanted to make a movie.
Yeah,
Maybe
just
with
like a
Fuya.
movie, like 50 Shades of Grey or after.
it's just a prank, bro. I wanted to see what would
prank,
happen
bro.
when you came in there. That's probably not the
There's a
question. I'm
setup.
sorry.
No. So we got a question. We'll just keep them all anonymous. So been with my girl for 7 years. It will be our 8th year
Dumper.
in October.
I'm just kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I'm so
Wow.
sorry.
She's cheating.
Feel like we are very stagnant in our relationship and we are both not trying. So what can I
Ooh.
do to freshen up the relationship? I also feel like
Shit.
we're in different places in our lives. I started
Ooh.
working out of high school and worked about 4.5 to 5 years while she was in school. I then stopped going to work to get my degree. I'm not really good at school either, so it's taking me a little bit longer to get my degree than it should have. She now wants to start her life with me, and it's creating pressure because she wants me to finish school. But I still have things that need to be done in school. What can I do to calm her anxiety about this?
What is creator life with you? Isn't her life? I mean,
Like
you've
a
been together so
Kid, I
long.
think.
Well,
Oh,
I get it.
fuck. You want to create a life.
Well, it's like, if she's done school and she's in a career and stuff, like she maybe wants to get like married, maybe she wants somewhere career and you're still like in school.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's the classic, like
Settle
one person's just
down.
one person's just in a different place.
Yeah, I think like it's hard because you can't really like give advice on that because it's two people. Like communication's
Yeah.
key. Like let her know that you're not ready and explain
Yeah.
why you're not ready, which is like the reason is like reasonable. Like you want to finish school, like
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. That's like all I could really say. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think like
That's it. Like
it-
it's a 2-person thing.
I think okay. First of all, I used to preface every advice section like this. We are not fucking life experts, especially me. Okay, I'm like winging it every day. So fucking
Yeah.
don't listen to me.
I'm barely holding on. Fuck.
No.
But like I think it's hard to like know the actual dynamics between two people. But I will say that I've noticed in my relationships over the years, communication is the number one greatest factor towards success. So if you're sitting here feeling all this pressure from her, she might not even know that she's like putting all this on you and you're feeling all this bottled up. Like, don't let stuff bottle up because then you're going to start to take it out on her or let it slip out in ways that aren't healthy. So if you just say, hey, like, super down to start a life, but I got to take care of, like, you know, get my shit done.
Like, are you misleading her? Like, does she think you're further along in school than you actually are? And that's why she's like, I'm so excited for it to be like April because your final exam should be coming up. And you're just kind of like, go back again. So you're just like not telling her that or something. Like, I feel like, you know, she's got to have an expectation of when it's going to like end.
Yeah, true.
So like, if it's like a thing that you're like, if you could be done like next year or something, or even like with half a semester next year, and you just don't think it's going to happen because like, you're like lazy or just not good at school, like maybe you should either try to like really buckle down on that, or again, you really kind of have to talk with her because from her end, she either might not know or she's dealing with the opposite side of like, you know, I feel like I've worked really hard and I feel like I'm now being held back from what I want to do going forward. But it really
you
just
gotta let her
comes down to
know.
conversation.
I mean, it does sound like they're in different places, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can't work unless this person, this is a guy, maybe? This guy or this person is feeling like, oh my God, once I do this, we finally are going to do these other things. And I'm afraid to do those things because she might not be the right person. Like, that's scary as well.
Yeah.
So
he also used
that.
the term like stagnant, like he used the fact that the relationship's stagnant. And that's like a different question. Like, that's just kind of being like, you know, it's almost summer. Try to figure out some things that you guys haven't done before and like go do them. Like maybe both, you know, be like, okay, how about we try like longboarding if you live a place where that's good? Or like, is there some kind of like outdoor event that your place does? Or like some kind of arcade or something, just something new that you can go to that just to kind of like make the effort like every week to just do one thing that you normally wouldn't do. And that can help just change the routine of what I'm sure is like school, work, Netflix.
They're probably stuck in a routine.
Yeah, you get stuck in a routine, which can be nice to an extent because it's like familiar, but it obviously can lead to you being like, you know, feeling like
something
fun.
Fresh. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Gotta
but
keep
like,
it
I'm sure
fresh.
she wants to do fun. Yeah, I'm sure she does too. So yeah, that's my advice for that.
Bro, that was like not a bad advice question. That's kind of.
That was a good one.
We wish you luck.
We wish you luck. Yeah. Let's see.
Do you have to go through more of them to find a good one, or do you have like?
There's like a lot. Some of them I'm going good. Okay. Here's like a 2-part question, but I'll just ask the second one because I feel like one of them's. Well, I don't know. So, how do you deal with people that cannot handle romantic rejection? You don't have to
like
deal with
the
them.
hashtag nice guys.
Yeah, but I actually think he's talking about a girl in this situation because I think I know who this is. Definitely a guy, but I think I know who it is and I know the situation.
Wait, so
you don't have to deal with it. You just say, "Please leave me alone."
No, honestly.
like she super got a crush on him and is getting a little like, obsessive.
How do you deal with? Yeah, so if it's who I think it is, there was like the situation where this girl is into him. He's friends, really close friends with somebody who's dating her best friend.
Okay.
But they understand that like she's not into this chick. And she's told him, you know, he's told her like, hey, I'm not into it. But I guess she just kind of keeps popping back up with messages being like,
oh, you know, honey, no.
Yeah, oh honey, no is exactly it. Just keep ignoring her. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like if you who I think you are and you've already done the part being like, I'm not interested, like you've done your part. If you haven't told her you're not interested,
yeah, you don't know her shit.
Yeah, just be like, I'm sorry, I'm just not interested. And then you don't owe her anything. You don't even owe responses at this point.
Yeah.
And that goes for like men and women. Like if you've already told somebody like I'm not interested in you, you do not owe them anything else.
I just want to be polite. No, girl. Let him like, cause then they'll get bored, and
and if they don't,
find the next person.
then that's concerning, and you can probably escalate it if they really don't stop. But like, just be like, I'm sorry, like things still have not changed. I'm not interested in this. Like
there is, I don't know. Okay, this is a good question. Maybe I guess we're all kind of like not of the generation where like consistency and like continually just hitting on like you hear the story like, oh yeah, I met your mom and I asked her out, she said no, but I persevered and I stayed, and then I asked her out again and she said yes, and look, we're married now and you're alive. So it's like, well, that's kind of cute, but like at what point does that like not become cute, and what point do we say no means no, I'm not interested for these reasons?
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't even have to give a reason. I don't know.
No, I think that it's so weird because like
What?
it's just knowing to like stop if somebody just says like stop.
Yeah.
It's like a difference on like playing hard to get
Yeah.
and don't like no.
Yeah.
So like saying like not interested, you're not interested, but you're like
exactly.
like I'm busy.
I'm
That's like
busy.
not
like, which, you know, playing games isn't good either, but if it's just something like, I don't know, you express interest in somebody and they're not interested in you, you just kind of keep up the friendship and they still clearly like talking to you. I almost feel like that puts the ball in the other person's court if they decide that they're like into the situation, and then it's their job to kind of be like, hey, any chance you're still interested in that date? Unfortunately, the world doesn't quite work that way, but just for everybody's safety, take whatever they say at face value. And if then they come back to being like, why didn't you keep asking me out after I said I wasn't at all interested? That's not the type of person you want to date anyways.
What are you, 12? What are you?
Yeah, exactly. That's not the person you want to date anyways, so it's all good. Like,
yeah, for sure. You're right, Jedi.
Yeah,
Jedi's the best advice giver here.
Yeah.
No. FOOYA for the last one, like that was great. I wouldn't have even thought of have the conversation part with her first.
Yeah, this is her first time, and she's better than me at advice. Fuck.
No, it's good. It's solid.
We need variety. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. And then a different kind of question. So, best way to deal with incompetent / rage-inducing coworkers or classmates, particularly the ones that believe they know far more than you.
Oh my god, the worst time.
I'm gonna be real. I just don't put up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. just whatever. Let them rock. I always
kind of
let people rock.
with them.
No, I never would confront them. You would.
I don't confront them. But no, I was like dealing with a cleaner recently. They kept like mopping the showers, but like the showers are like in a gym, so like they're graded floors. So you're putting a mop over that, and it's just picking up all the dirt off the mop and then leaving like tufts of like fabric.
Dude,
all over the
ew, bro.
Like, dude, you gotta stop mopping the showers. And he was like, why? And I'm like, because it's making it worse. And he's like,
Squeegee
there's no way it's
dog?
making it worse. No, there's like an industrial like hose thing that they're supposed to use to like spray it down after they put a bunch of bleach down on it. And then like somebody comes in with a buffer scrub at some point. But like, he's like, I was like, I get that they didn't show you how to properly clean the showers, but like, you have to stop using it. And he was like, it doesn't make it worse. I'm like, yeah, it does. So, like, I just don't have the patience to deal with it.
Jedi's like, I have athlete's foot now, asshole.
No, I'm literally being like, I'm waiting for the day that story breaks out. But like,
yeah,
so I actually don't know how to.
YMCA?
The advice I would give to that, if it's at like a workplace and you have like a higher up boss, like if you and this person are like on equal level and you have a higher up boss, like I've run into situations where like a coworker went around like saying stuff about me, so I just went to my boss, and he actually ended up getting fired. But just like go to your boss, I guess, if it's a problem, and like if you have other people that have that problem, you can go together. That's like the only way I can see dealing about it. But, like the MiDNiTE though, I wouldn't confront them because that just like creates drama in the workplace.
Yeah, I wouldn't direct confront them. It's just more if they say something to me that I don't agree with, I don't have like the patience to just be.
Yeah, you have to be like, actually, but it's this way though.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll be nice, but if they just keep going because they're acting really condescending towards me, I'm like, look, I'm going to explain to you exactly why what you're saying is stupid as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the balls to say that.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, but like, or we can do it this way. Like,
yeah, that's what I normally do. I'm normally like, why don't you like put this kind of like the chemical on the floor and then just like, you know, you got this other scrubbing brush that's meant for this and just kind of brush it for a bit and then take this hose and hose it down.
Telling like the manager's a good play because then they can be like, okay, guys, we got to go over the protocol again just so we can remind y'all. That's
what I do, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we'll send somebody down to teach him how to do it right," and then it never happens. And I'm like, "Okay, well,
that's just laziness."
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're like the forgotten location, but it's all right. Sorry, we can't be more help, but I think the best thing is like if it's one of these people who thinks they're like really condescending and smarter than you, either try to like really subtly offer like the better suggestions, or let them rock. Just be like, "Sure, you do your thing your way, I'll do my thing my way, and then we'll figure out, you know, just."
That's my number one advice in life is just let that person
Mhm.
rock. Like you
Let that
can't
person
force
rock.
people to do stuff. You can't, maneuver
No, and like tell
them.
whoever's if it's something that like what they're doing is going to directly affect you, just go to your like professor, your boss, and just explain exactly what's happening and say that you've tried doing the mediation thing. And if it's like one of these really bad situations, like you had HR typically, so you can go to them,
True.
and then that becomes their problem.
What if it's like a classmate? I guess we just let them
Classmate
rock,
is you go to
huh?
the professor, because I had
What?
a classmate who was like
You would
impossible.
snitch on them?
Yeah, so we're working
Whoa,
like
yo,
a
we
group
gotta
project.
go.
Yo, no, you got a group project and somebody keeps like trying to like take on more work and then they never do it. So then you end up dumped with like 10 times the amount of work and then they can't even confirm that they're going to be there on the presentation day. Like,
Damn,
of course you're
that
going to
was
go to the
That's the
professor.
worst.
That was
And they'd be like, yeah, it
Wow,
does.
people
It
like
is.
that?
And I guess that's part of dealing with school. But it's like in the real world, if you have somebody who's not working on an actual like corporate project, you can go to your boss and be like, this person is not doing their job.
Oh, they get like fired for not doing their job.
Exactly. So like, why don't you have that courtesy in like high school? At least in like university, they're like, send me like the evidence of like what you've done, and I'm like, yeah, this is all like time stamped and has like my login information on it. So like, all of this is my work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like if you want to be honest and be like, look, like I'm dealing with a lot of shit. Like this is what I contribute. Is there anything we something else? Like I'd be like a little bit more nice about that and be like, yeah, sure, I have my shit too. You know, I'm here. I'm working 2 jobs, but sure, whatever. But don't be the person who's like, I'm working really hard on this and then show up with nothing.
Yeah, lying and fucking over people.
Oh yeah, I would
Yeah,
never
exactly.
lie. I would just be
No.
like, y'all got this one right.
Yeah, I got this.
I would always like, oh yeah, I'll do like this part and just like do like a half-ass job, but I'd get it done. But like,
yeah,
I was never good at school.
no, that's fine. And like some people aren't, and like I just appreciate the honesty.
Mm-hmm.
It needs, or like, can I just do the research and you put it together type thing, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
There's different
weird
parts
thing.
of the group. Is there any
Yep.
other questions this week?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to do 1 or 2 more?
1 or 2 more?
1 or 2 more? We good
Give
with
it
that?
time?
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so this is kind of just more of a nice one. What do you love hearing from your supporters that makes you happy and gives you the most motivation to keep working? And what's something that you hate from your supporter?
Ooh, bitch.
I know what I hate.
Go.
What do you hate?
I just hate people that just default to my looks in any way. People that just like, I don't care if you compliment my looks or if you're like, wow, you're not like the other female streamers. I hate that comment. I know that people are trying to be nice, but like, that's not, I don't find my value that way. And like, I don't think that you should try to build someone else by bringing someone else down.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's not how I like rocking. And I just prefer you being like, I really like the way that you run this stream, or I really like your opinion on this. Like that's how I
like
personally want to be complimented.
More constructive.
Yeah, not just being like, I love watching your videos because you're just so nice to look at. I'm like, well, I could just sit in front of the camera then, is basically what you're saying.
You're like,
it doesn't matter. I get. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, like 4 minutes later. All right, thanks.
Thanks.
Good luck with
Yeah.
the Fab tribute. Hope it comes
exactly.
out great.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I think like they don't mean it in that way, but then they're
They
really
don't.
just trying to like appreciate you, and they're comparing it to what they don't appreciate, which like I totally get like the logic. But yeah, it's like yeah, I know, like I get it. Like I'm so special. Like I get it.
I get that too, but I always like explain. I'm like I appreciate it. I'm like sometimes I'll get mad. I'm like, dude, like you're being dumb. But like most of the time, I'm like, I get like you're like complimenting me. I'm like, but you're also like insulting females, and I'm a female, so you're also like insulting me.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
I get it.
what I don't. Well, maybe this is like a separate question, and I'll answer their advice question for sure. But like, do you guys have a problem with those other type of girls? I don't.
No,
I
was like
care what they
15.
do.
No.
I was 15 once, and like, oh, not 15. This was like 3 years ago. I made a how to be a girl streamer video, and it was like
Funny.
mocking them,
Yeah,
and
I
like
did the
I
same
was like,
thing.
yeah, but like I had the opinion then, like, oh, they're stealing our viewers. But then like I grew up, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Like, what?
Yeah.
No, they're not. Like, I'm dumb.
Yeah, I never thought they were stealing my viewers because I'm like, the people that are seeking out that kind of content, they're not
Will
going to
watch that
interested in anything
content.
else. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
all they're looking for. So like, it's like when guys are like, all these e-girls stealing my viewers, and I'm like, they were never in watching your content, you idiot. Like they're
Dude,
there
yeah.
for a reason. Like
You're not getting
out.
viewers because
Yeah.
you suck.
Yeah, like if anything, they do technically have the risk of affecting female streamers more because you get a lot of people being in here being like, you know, why aren't your tits out or something? But I'm not going to blame that on them. That's just guys being idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do. The only problem I have is when you like, I notice a lot of some of the younger, not even that young, like that some of the. They're not even that young. They're adults, but they say things like, man, I hate e-girls. I hate these e-thoughts. And then they're literally posing half naked being like, going live soon. I'm like, you're doing exactly what you just spent the last 2 days yelling about. What is wrong with you, you hypocrite? Like,
People just like to like put others down so they feel higher.
I
They
think that's
do.
yeah.
They like feeling like
Those people-
elite. I think like I have no problem if a girl wants to have her yitties out, she's playing COD. I really do not care. Like, girl, rock,
it.
make your money, do your thing, work your
Yeah.
shit. I
Yeah.
just don't like
found
that
your
kind of
market?
attention. So like,
no.
yeah,
Well, that's like me. Like I always wear t-shirts, but it's just I'm not confident enough to like show cleavage. Like sure, if I had that confidence, like I'd fucking rock it too. Like I
I
want
got
to feel
nothing to
sexy
show.
sometimes.
bro,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did
it's
it.
nice to feel sexy, but that's like not what I need somebody to come up and tell me, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it
Yeah.
once for I think it was like a couple videos and like a couple streams just to like truly see for myself like what is the difference, and there's a big difference. Like if you have
Mhm.
even just like a little bit of cleavage, the stream chat's on a different dial, dude. Like it's just totally not my vibe, and so
Sometimes I just wear a tank top and people are like, wow, what a whore. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Dude,
it is
you're slutting
July.
it up today,
Yeah.
Jedi.
It is
I get that too. Like I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like hot today, so I'll wear like a tank top, and they're like, then like that's the day where they're like, what a slut, and I'm like,
It's
look at my bod.
Sorry.
I have boobs.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
they're just
do you
there.
understand that I have to wear a bra too? So it's like come on.
Exactly. Like, come on.
You need to get one of those like Streamlabs widgets for when you do that. Only like it shows how hot it is, so that it explains it a little bit.
So they understand.
You're like,
Yeah, like a temperature gauge.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
it's
it's like,
fucking.
oh, it's
someone
like
comes in,
100
yo,
it's
slut.
190
Oh, never mind, I get it.
It's 119 degrees in your room right now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Put on a sweater.
What was
Yeah.
what was the
Sweater.
advice question though? I derailed that shit.
What is
so
what do we
something
like-
that you
yeah.
like hearing from like a support motivated and what you don't like hearing?
So the thing
well, you know,
what I
you go.
don't like hearing is like when someone's just like, how does it feel that this person has more viewers than you, or like how does it feel that this person's doing better than you? I'm just like, I'm like, good for them. Like got my own.
Yeah.
Like what?
No,
But it
seriously.
hurts. I'm like,
I know.
You're like low
Or
key.
if somebody comes in and they're like, wow, quiet in here today. And I'm like,
oh.
Why is no one talking? Talk in the chat, dude. Literally the first thing they say, why is it so quiet in here? Like, say something, man. And
Yeah.
like, I'll notice too, like when my chat gets quiet, I'll be like, okay, think of a question, get it going, and then that usually kind of
Yeah.
like gets them talking.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
I always say like, chat, are you alive? And then they're like, we're watching, dude. We're watching.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, guys, can you just like mean things while you're watching? Like,
get me
just
ranting.
just anything. Yeah.
So you don't like when like people point that stuff out. I think like I don't like. Man, no, I can't. It's like my greatest moment. I can't. My best
MiDNiTE.
my
That
biggest stream moment. This kid donated $2 or $200 when he meant to donate $2, and he was playing with me that day, and he like started crying. It was a viral clip on my stream, so then I uploaded it to YouTube because I was like, bitch, Reddit, you're not taking my fucking, you're not making your own video out of this. I'm gonna make my own video. So I made this video, it gets all these views. And so a lot of people come in my chat, they're like, oh my god, are you the streamer that gave the money back to the little kid? And I was like, that's me. His name's Matt. He's a super cool kid. He still comes by the stream sometimes. He's super cool. But it's like kind of just having to re-say the same thing over and over gets a little old to me.
Yeah,
But
I
it is
get it.
like one of my most memorable moments, and I think it's funny. So
Yeah.
what are you
He's a
gonna
good
do? Yeah. There was like, didn't Ninja just tweet like, what are the top three worst
Yeah.
things you don't like people
Don't
saying in your
yeah.
chat? What are your guys's?
Can I play with you? I can play with you. Never fucking seen you before in my life. Big fan. Can we play?
When people say that and I check their follow age and they're not following, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you motherfucker.
Dude,
Or
that,
like they say that, and then it's like 2 seconds later, the like such and such is now following pops up, and I'm like, yeah.
I forgot what I put for mine.
One of my what obviously, how did you join Optic? Do you know Scump? And are you lesbian? And I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
librarian, okay? That's my job.
No, I'm American. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I get why people are curious about it, but I just don't. Just imagine getting asked the same question just
Yeah.
over and over and over. Like, I don't
Yeah,
mind
exactly,
people
yeah.
knowing, yeah, dude, chicks are dope. But like, do I want to explain my orientation to every stranger? No.
Do you go into other people's stream being like, "Are you heterosexual?" Like,
Right?
the way I
And
see it is,
even,
does
like,
it matter?
what's-
The
yeah,
thing is,
what
like,
is-
does it matter?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I ain't fucking you.
Like, if it's
does
a-
it matter?
like, let's just lay out the possibilities. If it's a chick and she wants to know, first of all, that's a terrible way to go about it. But second of all, like, okay.
It's obvious.
And then, like, if it's a dude, is he trying to eliminate himself for himself and then never come back?
I
Or
swear to
is
God, that's what half of them do. They just want to know if they have
Yeah.
a chance. It's weird.
Twitch
Correct.
chat is
Weird.
not the precursor to dating?
I had-
To some
I
people, it
usually-
is.
I have people ask me if like I'm gay, and I'm like, yeah, just like get off my back. Like I'll just say yeah, and then like people think I'm gay.
And then you
I was
have all
like-
these poor girls. You're breaking their hearts, FOOYA.
Ah, my bad.
You can't
It's
spit
go-
game in a Twitch
the
chat.
other way around.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna work. It's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
It's not going to work. Okay, I do actually have one more question, and it's for FOOYA, so I just want to kind of end on that for the question.
Hell yeah.
So it's hardest part of transitioning from being in an organization to being an individual streamer.
Oh my god, explaining why you left.
Yeah,
That is probably the most like annoying part because
I
like
kind of figure, yeah.
yeah, like even like I'm not saying like from my own personal experience, but if it's like a bad experience on why you left, like you can't say why. If it's a good experience, like you can say why obviously, but just like people want to know, like people like you'll be like,
People
They
no,
want
love
the
T-
tea.
They think
Yeah, they
it's
want the
drama
tea.
always.
Yeah, so like you're like, no, I love the guys at TK. Like I just like wanted to like do my own stream. They're like, so like who like harassed you? Or, like
Yeah,
who
but
got you out of
like,
TK?
why wouldn't you just
Like,
stay in TK and move out then? Like, I don't understand.
Like
Like,
they don't
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
accept your answer that they just like asked for.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's like the hardest part because like and also like that, but then having to explain it like you said like 1,000 times because TK was a big org. Like I was a big part of TK and like
Dude,
everyone
yeah.
knew me.
You're
so like
hilarious in those videos, bro.
Yeah,
That's why I was
exactly.
like, dude, FOOYA winning, dude. She's funny. But
yeah,
like
just
they just don't accept your answer. They're like, no, we want the real video.
yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, we want the real tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, sometimes you're just never able to ever get that. Like, that's just never gonna happen.
Well, and I think like
Sorry.
it's unfair for people to ask continually. So do you have like a thing where it's like a command in your chat
Yeah,
at this point?
I have a TK command.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah, you have
like
to.
love the guys at TK, just wanted to branch out and like do my own thing.
Yeah,
You're
like there's
strong,
nothing
independent food.
wrong with that. And like sometimes there's like better offers out there that won't approach you because they see that you're affiliated with somebody already.
No, well, I mean, I
So,
got
like-
like approached by HyperX when I was a part of TK. I love HyperX, but
Yeah.
Victrix was their headset sponsor, so you like miss out on a few things and like
That's exactly it. So
Yeah.
like putting yourself out there where you're just in charge of your entire brand can be like you'll get offers from like orgs that are like, yeah, we want to pay you a salary to have you in here,"
Exactly.
or, like, you know, we want to like pay for your living or just random things like that, or just like companies that like would never have approached you because you're sponsored by like X insert thing here will now approach you because they know you're not necessarily fully affiliated with them.
your free real estate.
Yeah, your free
Yeah.
real estate. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. So like,
Freedom.
Yeah. yeah,
Mhm.
it doesn't always have to be drama. It's just like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like I can sustain myself.
That's dope.
Plus, I kind of have like a TK tattoo, so I guess I like can never leave, really, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but, like that's just kind of like remembering like a part of like
like
your
a
past,
chapter.
you know?
Yeah.
That's a chapter. Because
Do
even I
people-
feel like even if it ended really bad, you could look back on like the positive times and be like happy about it. So,
Yeah. Do people like give you a hard time about that? They're like, oh, what about your tattoo, lol, dumbass? Like, I could
Not
imagine.
as much as I thought.
they
I
come
think
at
like
you.
when I got the tattoo, they're like, okay, like when I left, they're like,
Yeah.
you're tattooed, but like only like 5 people said that. I think I got more like shit about the Counter
flack
Strike.
for that.
Yeah.
That was a good tattoo though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like that's what I think. You'll have that happen. Like pro players will get like their first team tattooed on them, and then like within like a couple months they move on somewhere else. You're like, oh, I bet you regret that. And
Well,
it's like,
Kenny did. Kenny got
yeah.
the TK tattoo, but like
and
I
still gets that.
yeah, but I know Kenny. Like I know where he got it. Like Kenny's,
That
I
was,
think
like,
he's
his
19 now.
first championship,
That was
right?
that was his first like start to who
Yeah,
he is now.
so,
He's
like,
like
you
one of
wanna
the best
remember that.
COD players. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we won like 2 championships. Like no one expected anything. Like we went from like I remember I used to say that like TK was my underdog team and like that I like to root for in COD. And then like in the next year they were just dominating, and it was like I can understand being super proud of being part of that
Yeah.
and wanting to commemorate that. And I don't think like that's an issue. And like you know people that are always just like, oh my god, you must really regret that now. It's like no, you can not be a part of something and still just cherish like the memory of what it
Mhm.
was and why you got it. Like,
yeah.
I think people have like a bad stigma on tattoos. Like they need to have a meaning like
Yeah,
forever.
Forever. Well,
don't
like,
really
do,
care
and it's like that
anymore.
ain't true.
I think the type of people that think like that, like I thought like that too. Like I only have one tattoo, it's this, and I'm like, I was just so afraid of like, oh, but what if I regret it in 10 years? Blah. And I'm like, this is one thing like I
They can
know I'm
laser
not gonna
remove it.
regret, even if it like, even if it changes, my feelings change about it. Like I still remember why I got it, and that's important.
Yeah.
And so
But
I
honestly,
think
I have tattoos that don't mean anything, and it's just like I like the art and I appreciate the
Mhm.
artist, and that's
Yeah.
why I wanted a tattoo on my body, and that's the reason.
I'd
Like,
be afraid that like I
tattoo
didn't-
removal. even if you hate it, like at the end of the day, there's something you can do about it. If people can get like swastikas removed from their face, like you can get that butterfly
Bro,
removed.
doesn't
from
it hurt like really bad though?
Apparently, I was told it hurts 2 times more than tattoos.
Bleed.
Yeah, but like,
But they only,
like,
yeah.
Still, it's like if you're that unhappy with something on your body, like
Exactly.
True.
Yeah, I do definitely think that you should think about the things that you tattoo on yourself.
For
I'm not just
sure.
saying that it doesn't matter, but it's not like, wow, that like tattoo doesn't have like this super strict personal meaning. I find a lot of the times people who go out of their way to get really personal tattoos, they end up being horrible tattoos because they want so many weird elements in it.
Yeah, they're not
that
like
they spend more time trying to figure out the elements they want, and then they just go to some half-ass tattoo artist that can't put them together properly, and then you have a shitty tattoo.
you gotta like
And
play
it's
to
like,
the artist's
good.
strengths.
Yeah, I'm sure grandma loves that. Like, it's ugly as shit. Like, I'd rather a tattoo that means nothing that looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Than
Well,
something that looks like
I
ass.
have this one.
Yo,
and,
what
like,
the
this-
fuck? That
so
looks
beautiful.
sick, dude.
There's no meaning, but the art, like, it's like
That's
a
what I
good
mean.
real.
Yeah, like, you know, like my tattoos do have like meaning, but like I have like one that just like I just love I just wanted, this is what I wanted on my body, and that's what I got on my body.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'll get more tattoos. I don't know. On the contrary, there's a lot of fucking dumb, basic B tattoos that a lot of people get, and
Yeah.
I judge them. I don't care. Whatever.
Yo, get an optic tramp stamp.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Green wall, like
Green wall, yeah.
Yeah.
Green
yeah.
wall
No, yeah,
across
get
the
the green
back.
wall and be like, no access. Just green wall. No access. Yeah, just go all in. Yeah.
You can't see what's on the other side of my wall.
Exactly.
Jesus
Yeah.
H. All right, yeah. So wait, that was the last advice question.
I think, yeah, I
just
just
a
wanted to end it
question.
on something that was directed at FOOYA.
Cool, dude. Thanks so much for being on. This went really
This
fast.
is great.
There was a lot of tea.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
A lot of tea. It was good.
Gotta do like a rated R, like actual tea, just like talking shit about everyone.
I thought that's
Yeah.
what this was. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
After, no, you get the after dark.
I got a
You get the
computer
after dark.
protect men.
Yeah, no, the after, like, we read it out and like we play the video that I saved of myself because even though it got removed, I wanted to make sure I had it.
Oh, you
for,
have
like,
it?
I have it.
Yo, Jedi's a freak. I bet she watched it.
No,
all
I
the
just
time.
wanted it in case I was like, maybe I should download this in case something happens so that I can still
True.
get this account removed in case they're like the video's gone or something.
Yeah, right.
Like,
You get off to it, you sick fuck.
Yeah, right. Someone comes
I
over to
just-
Jedi's house. She's like, I got
I love
something to show you.
so much.
You know, like some TVs when they're idle, there's just like going through like pictures of places around the world. Like it's like her fat tribute just constantly playing.
That's fucking terrible, bro.
God, I feel called out.
Sorry, Jedi, but
Yeah, no, you're good.
it's sick. Nice. No, you want to document everything and stuff like that. I always.
I have like a folder of things that's all like
creepy shit.
potential problems. Yeah, like
Bro, I could see Jedi like printed them out and shit too. Like fucking
it's like
stashing
like-
them under her pops.
no, it's like the Daddy of Five like threatened to sue me on live stream, so I have that clip saved and just put.
Wait,
there.
the
I'm like, I
actual
need-
guy was in your stream?
Well, you made a video
No, on
about him,
his
right?
stream. Yeah, on his stream, he was threatening to sue me. Someone was like, "You should take
Oh.
legal action." He's like, "Oh, we're looking into it.
And
She's
then
gonna regret it." And I was like,
nothing happens. Like
Nothing happened.
nothing.
Nothing happened. It's been like a year. No,
Well-
it hasn't even been a year yet. But either way, I don't think anything will
I
happen
mean,
at this
lawyers
point.
cost a lot, and you didn't do anything wrong.
Mhm.
So
Exactly. So somebody was probably like, "You'd be stupid as shit to do
it's
this."
a waste of money, bro. Save your money
Yeah.
for whatever. It doesn't even like. I don't want to get into it. Let's end the
No,
podcast.
let's end the podcast.
Great podcast. Thanks for being on. We definitely have you on
Yeah.
again. Anything you want to plug? Is there anything special coming up, or just check out your stream? What's going on?
Yeah, check out my stream, I guess.
Check out the
There's a-
stream.
Just want to do it because I like you guys. And I want to be
Hell
on a
yeah.
podcast, your
Hell yeah.
podcast.
Love
Sweet.
it.
We'll have you back for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, we're available on this channel, so subscribe. And iTunes, subscribe to that. And also SoundCloud for the 2 people that listen on SoundCloud. Just kidding. It's more than 2. Love you guys. Thanks for liking the tracks on there, and I appreciate it. And yeah, we have no outro music, so it's just going to end awkwardly. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.